You like smoking weed.
And I do mean that.
You cute.
You
Literally.
got life
Make it make
insurance?
sense.
You
Those
want life
were
insurance?
the days.
Back with your glasses.
Back on my glasses. What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Somebody's Auntie. We are not your mama's sister, but your auntie with the T. If I say it slow, I can remember it. So I got it. I'm Natalie. Hey.
What's up? It's your girl Kishi.
Keisha is tearing up some chicken, and I'm just like,
Listen, I have
Here's
to
the
eat,
thing.
y'all.
She didn't even offer. Like, y'all want to try some of this? Y'all want a piece?
It's one
You
meal.
can't
What
come
am
in
I
here
gonna
with this
offer?
food smelling all good and just like.
How can I have one chicken breast? What am I
don't look at me because I could have some.
But
yams.
it's seasoned. It
or
look
some
good. You could have been like, you want to
greens.
corner a piece of this?
She
Show 'em your
microwaved
food
her plate.
and brought it in here. And we are all hungry. And
These
she
are
just
like my
eating
two.
it.
I
Okay.
meal prep and make sure that I have food and I eat every few hours, guys.
We should do an episode on
Um,
selfishness. What the heck?
I don't know how you want to split this one chicken breast. I don't know how y'all eat, but the way
that
I
small
eat,
little piece, I could have just tasted it. That junk smelled good because I just made chicken breast the other day and I overcooked it. And mine don't look like that. And I was just waiting. Let me see if she gonna offer.
I can't help that I know how to cook.
You made your man a plate.
What are we even talking about here? Wait a minute.
She like, how we get here?
How did we
Canceling
get
you.
here?
Canceling.
By
you.
the way, Shavy, I have on my glasses today because I'm exhausted and
Baby,
I'm tired,
what
and
you
I don't need you
exhausted
to
from?
see. I'm just, I'm working. I'm out here grinding, y'all.
that's them dating apps.
What Dej Love said? She said, wow. She said, I'm out here grinding for a life that can never repay me. Shout out to Dej
Baby,
Love.
I've never grinded
Oh,
for
who said
life. Girl, no.
Listen, this whole grind thing is like when you look up the definition of grind, that's not what we're meant to do. That's not what we're
I'm
put
out
on
here
this earth.
grinding. You out here. That's the definition of getting out the mud.
That's like when people talk about like not sleeping. I'm like, y'all know that's not healthy.
that is not
That's why
healthy.
y'all look old.
That is not healthy.
But the point is, you grinding, you putting in the work right now to later enjoy the fruits of your labor. That's it. That's
Yeah.
what they mean. Y'all literals.
Do you have a cap? Do you have like a cap of when you're like a cap of age of saying like, okay, I am completely done working really hard?
Mm-mm. It come when it come. When I feel like that, I feel like that.
Like,
Not
so
right
you have
now.
no goal where you're just like, I'm just gonna, excuse me, keep working.
I
hard.
would love to.
You would love to.
To quit working?
Yeah, like when you could just actually enjoy. I have no
I'd love to
desire
get
to
to a
retire
space
at
where-
60. I want to retire before.
But I don't
daddy
have
ret-
the- I
my
don't
daddy
have an
retired at
age,
like
though.
42 or 43.
But I don't
would
have an
love
age.
to. I don't have a specific age in my mind because in this industry it's kind of like up and down, and so you don't know. But I'd love
Maybe
to
you
get to
could
a
be
point
you could be
where,
Cicely Tyson.
yeah, I don't want to for my entire life just no. I want to be able to enjoy, relax, chill. I want to get to a point where I can take time off as much time as I need, and then I love it, so I'll still come back and do this, but not have to 24/7 work. No.
Before we dive into the topic, I wanted to share something with you guys. So
Uh-oh.
you're dating.
Mhm.
Have you ever tried to detox your body before you actually started dating someone new?
I've been on a 3-year detox, so yeah.
I'm not talking about sex.
Wait, I was about to say, what
Yeah,
kind
what
of
you
detox are
mean?
you talking
like
about?
like food, like mentally, like spiritually, like you kind of eat raw and like just journal and meditate and work out, and you kind of just like remove like the other energy from somebody else before meeting someone else, like baths. Like, so let me tell y'all, y'all should try it.
I don't date enough people to have
Yes,
to
you
do
do.
that.
That's when you know you done with a nigga when you like, I'm about to
take a
detox
bath on
in a
this nigga.
You know what though? Because I was dating someone and I laid with them, nothing sexual. I was having dreams about somebody else laying next to them, and it wasn't like intimate dreams. It was like energy dreams, and it was like I'm not thinking about this person, but I think they're thinking about me, and I want my body not to respond to them. So I've been doing this thing where if I meet somebody else, I completely will go raw, eat clean. Take spirit
Yo,
baths.
Wait, define. You mean
Yo, when she said that, even though she just said this is how terrible my mind is. I'm like, you
Go
meet a new
raw.
person,
Go
you just
raw.
go raw off the rip. Like, what was the point of the detox?
Nasty. But no, really try it though. It's really like it's different. I've been reading more of Sacred Woman and doing wound cleanses. That junk really works, but we could dive into that. On
That's T.D. Jake's book. Oh,
womb
Queen of
cleanses
Food.
sound like
So,
some like
No, it's like
witchcraft something.
No, it's like really like spiritual, like even like from your exercises to dancing to what you put in your body, your baths, like how you talk to yourself, like getting up at sunrise and just being like your higher self. It's really, really deep. And it's like for 9 weeks. So I would be technically completely finishing like January. But it's really deep though. You guys should really try
So
it.
you doing it right now? You one of those?
Thank you. Other thing. I had to go to the doctor today too. I got to go back. Oh, yeah, CAT scan. But You had an icebreaker. What was it?
I want to play the good old. Look at that chicken, just it's all nice and tender, and just show the audience the chicken. I ain't gonna hold you. The chicken looking good. The sweet
Yeah,
potato
look at
looking
her
good.
chicken.
The spinach look a little
worth
like
it.
you ain't
It's
seasoned.
kale.
Oh, you ain't seasoned that kale. I don't know.
This
Kale's
is
supposed to
real
look like
seasoned on
that.
But it's not supposed to be unhealthy.
But is it flavored? Does it got a little flavor
Listen,
to it?
you got to.
She just over here devouring the
sure
chicken,
I-
y'all.
Listen, you guys, we filmed
That's
one more
flavor.
time. She did her makeup.
Oh, I know how to be in
I
here. Act
love
like
it,
I'm at
though.
home.
Who did they make up?
Remember,
Keisha?
Keisha had her mirror, everything she was doing her makeup.
You
have
did
to
your makeup
eat.
today too, right?
You do.
You got
gotta
makeup
No, she
on?
was saying I did it here. That
Oh.
on the
We was
episode.
filming.
Keisha don't give
You
a
do
damn.
because
This-
you work out a good
Yeah, I
amount of
just
time.
like eat.
And you're always on the go.
What I said, that's discipline right there. Cause where we going after this, Chef? You trying to go to In-N-Out?
Baby,
Get
I
a
don't
grilled
eat
cheese. Get a grilled
that.
cheese.
I don't eat. No.
I'm done with meat though. Can y'all? I'm done with actual.
you?
Yeah, I'm decided. Even though
Welcome
that
to the
chicken, like I want to taste the chicken.
life.
But I made chicken the other day, and I was like, it was super dry, and I was like, you know
I don't know
what?
why Keisha think you lying, but I think are you lying?
It's not that I think she's lying. You said something just crossed my mind that I can't say until we cut. Go ahead.
About chicken?
Hold it. What was the icebreaker?
Wait, let me get back to this. So I made some chicken the other day,
Okay.
and it was super dry. And then I also had a little health scare earlier this week too, and that made me want to get away from meat altogether.
What was the health scare?
Women stuff. That's why
Oh.
I'm really intrigued of what you were saying. I'm good, thank God. You know, I got on my knees and said thank you, Jesus. But during that time of waiting to hear from the doctor, I got really like panicky, and you know, you don't want to tell people, but you want to tell your prayer warriors so they can pray. But it made me think. I was like, man, my chicken was dry, and a lot of the stuff that we were talking about, it really was.
Y'all
It
not
ain't
over
look like
food?
that. It ain't look like that. I don't know what we gotta figure out what you put on yours, but
Pepper.
what you were talking
Season.
about earlier was a lot of what we eat has a lot to do with the functions of our body, like
Man.
our colons, our everything. So it made me just make a conscious decision to just be like, I just want fish for now. Like maybe it might
Yeah.
change, but right now I'm gonna do fish. I'm gonna do shrimp,
Join the Sheegan gang.
and that's it. Eventually, yeah.
But it's really about being a compassionate eater. I would never sit next to Keisha and be like, that chicken is so bad for you. It's nasty. Because sometimes when I'm tipsy, I'll be looking at Chick-fil-A like, oh my God, that sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like what you want to eat. Like even if you just give your body breaks of like, you know what I'm saying, food. Like I don't like Postmates no more because I feel like they make my food with low energy. I know this sounds very crazy. But I really do feel like
Keith
that.
Chevy one of those, man.
No, seriously,
You talk
I
about womb
do.
cleanses
But wait,
and energy.
Postmates is just a delivery service. The food coming from
Right.
all types of different restaurants. You feel like
I know
all
that,
the
but
restaurants.
I do feel like, yeah, like I do. I feel like sometimes that food, acting like Stormy, y'all, times of low vibrational, but I do feel like sometimes, like when I'm eating, it's late. I feel like they rushing my shit. So like when I cook, like I cook with love. So now I've really been pulling back from like just ordering out. Like, or going out to eat too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just be like, I don't want to. Like, I don't like going to restaurants after 9 p.m. Do not invite me.
Why is that?
Because I don't want I just feel like it's last of the barrel. Like, I just don't like it. You about to close too. You rushing. Y'all ready to go. Y'all mad. New table set down. Listen, I'm just going to take this nice little bread that you gave me and keep it moving. But I don't know. I'm telling you, try to
You're
sacred
big on
woman.
energy. I will. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
You know, afterwards. But what was I going? We were gonna do like a never have I ever.
Never have I ever.
But this is a true thing. Like you supposed to say something you never have, and if y'all done it, y'all gotta eat chicken.
Bitch.
Let me think.
Yeah, this chicken gone with the wind.
Baby.
Is it good though? Like, would you?
It is very good.
Do you salt?
Mm-mm.
So you okay? All
You
right.
can cook. Okay.
Um,
Well, you gotta use no salt and it's flavorful and juicy. Okay, never have you ever
Anything. Okay. What have I never done that I think y'all have done so I can make y'all? Never have I ever gotten a speeding ticket. Gotten pulled over before, but not with a speeding ticket.
What? How do you drive?
Baby, no, listen. Let's jump into this thick topic. Because no. I'm sitting here like, what did I do?
Yo,
I've done it all.
Chevy
done
be
it
on her own type
Chevy
of time.
does what the she
Chevy
wanna
be
do.
like, we gonna. She just intro the whole game. We gonna play this, okay?
Because you
Let's
don't
get
even
into
know.
this heavy.
Listen, she
As
don't even know
soon
what
as she said
she
one,
never
Chevy
done.
said, "Nah, okay."
She don't even know what she never done.
What you mean? I just said something and then
A
let's get
speeding
into this heavy
ticket.
talk. I ain't
Baby,
never
we
got no
auntie.
speeding ticket.
You ain't never got no speeding ticket.
I ain't never got
drank.
no speeding
I for
ticket.
sure got speeding tickets.
Drink your
All my
water,
life.
Chevy, and come
All
up with
my life.
another one. I mean, I'm safe when I drive. Now I do be driving crazy though.
Never
but
have I ever
not
had
bad.
an STD.
Mm.
It's too real for the show. Oh. I respect y'all honesty.
No, but like on some real stuff, we can't get too deep into it, but there is something I just want to make a very like interesting health analysis. There is something that goes around that I heard from doctors that everybody at some point will get called HPV. So
I got it.
so look out for it. I think they vaccinate for it at like 12, 13, like even kids. So like,
Males
just-
too.
yeah,
End up
males
being
and
cancer.
females.
Look out for it.
It's a,
No,
no, because
I'm in your
I'm
mailbox.
you got mail.
not look out for it. Y'all know what I mean. Just be mindful of it when you lay with people. Apparently, it don't matter who, if they have it or not. At some point, I heard from a doctor that everybody will end up getting this thing. Somebody might have it and you don't even know. You might have it and you don't even know, and that's how it's so easily spread. I don't know if it's a serious. I think it can be serious. I think it
can
can
be
turn
serious.
into cervical cancer and
Yeah.
more serious things. But
Yeah.
just being honest, this is more about awareness and not like, oh, I drink because it's just be mindful.
Yeah.
Give us one.
She gave us one.
Oh, you. This girl said, let's get into this thick topic. After the first question.
Never have I ever caught anybody I was dating cheating. Like caught them. I've never caught anybody cheating.
I've never called anybody cheating.
This recently happened.
Wow. So sorry. Damn.
Somebody.
Who was you recently?
Right.
Say that again.
Who was you even with?
I'm very private. I'm very
Girl.
private these days. I ain't talked to neither one of y'all, but it's a lot going on. And I'm actually,
Who were you dating? Like on that level?
I'm actually seeing someone right
He cheated on you already though?
now. No, this is somebody else. When I
Okay.
So
talk
y'all were
about
together?
No, she said
She
dating.
is like
Oh, I'm
No,
just
no,
trying to. I guess I'm trying to
No, no,
understand
no.
it. Because I feel like if you're dating,
No, I
you
was
can date
hanging
as
out.
many
I
people as
was
you want to date.
I was hanging out with this guy who I didn't know was hanging out with someone else. And I thought that although we weren't in a relationship, we were spending a lot of time and, in that getting there. And then I found out about this other person and he was in town and I found out about her and I sent a text message and was like, hey, I know about so-and-so. I know her social media. She probably doesn't know about me. I'm going to tell her everything. He was like, well, God bless you. Do what you want to do. Karma, blah, 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 blah. I knew the hotel he was staying at. Call my friend Karen right now because I called her on my way there and I said, this is where I'm going. This is my location.
this was
I'm
your
going to
man?
sit and park. And
Let her
no.
finish the story. 'Cause I'm-
No, I'm going to sit and park and wait for
This
them
was your
to.
man? I'm so sorry.
No, I'm going to sit and park
We
and
gotta
wait.
talk about this.
Listen.
No, we'll talk. Y'all don't understand. Y'all making me sound.
I definitely don't. I've had somebody come at me about a nigga that I'm like, what? That don't even make sense. I'm never about
Listen.
to approach no woman
Baby,
over
relax,
somebody
248.
who that ain't even your man.
Relax.
What?
810.
Wait, so I went to the spot to the hotel and I parked my car and waited hours and hours and hours for them to come back. And I was pissed that I left my binoculars at the crib because I wanted
Are
to.
you at this point? You bullshit.
I wanted to try to find. I'll
this
call
point, this is
Karen.
a
I'll
joke.
call Karen right now. I wanted to try to find exactly where's a good spot to park so I can actually, see them when
You
they
have
got
you
back.
own binoculars. Let's start here. What the?
Bitches
Is this
in the
serious?
bitches like, which,
Wait, this is very
This is
mad. I'm
somebody-
calling my homegirl
wait,
right now,
wait.
y'all.
I'm upset
Look.
because it's not your man.
This is
Karen,
just
hold on,
somebody
hold on.
she was
I got her on the
dating.
phone. Karen, real quick.
Holy-
Do you remember, don't say when, but do you remember when I called you and I was on my way to pull up on somebody because they were with another woman?
Yeah.
But it wasn't her man.
That's wild, Natalie. That's wild.
I'm
as
telling you,
fuck.
I called her when I was on. Are we on the?
That's
you
not
live?
your man, girl.
That is not your man.
She,
Almost.
you on a podcast right now. Say that again.
While she was
Why you ain't talking no
the
sense to
whole
her,
time
Karen?
She was driving an hour away.
Wait,
wait.
hang on.
Nigga, you drove for an hour, sat in the parking lot for hours.
With
Mad you
binoculars.
forgot the, but she
With
forgot the
binoculars.
binoculars. Was going DM this girl over a nigga that's not even your man. What is wrong
Hold
with
on,
women?
hold on. What you
We
say? Say
gotta
that
talk
again,
about
Karen.
this.
They ended up parking next to her.
Right next to me. Thank you, boo.
This
I'm gonna
is-
call you
this
later.
is-
They don't
listen.
believe. All right,
I'm gonna tell you
fine.
something I'm
I
never
am
gonna do.
disappointed.
Wait, hold up. This is a transparent podcast.
Okay.
This is the Somebody's Auntie Transparency podcast.
Never do this again,
I
but-
called her on the
okay.
phone.
Why you call us?
Yeah, what y'all would have did.
I
Told you to take your ass home and sit down somewhere.
Don't play with me and don't play with her. I'm pro-black. I'm
But that's not
pro-black
your
woman.
man.
It don't matter. We was close
It does
to
matter.
But hold
No,
on.
y'all don't have a commitment.
But
If y'all don't
people-
have a commitment, then he's not cheating on
No,
you.
we need to really talk about
don't-
this because
no.
dating means I am not 100% off limits. Unless you say exclusively,
Unless
like,
we
we're-
say-
Here's the thing, though. That no judgment,
no
but hella
judgment.
judgment.
No,
That's
let's go.
wild, right? That's wild if it was your nigga. That's definitely wild for somebody you just dating. The fact that because
You would scare
at
me.
that point you have a right to feel like, all right, if you dating me and you dating her, then I ain't
You
messing
can't
with you.
spend all this
But
time
to
with
come
me.
to your hotel, sit outside with
I
binoculars,
waited.
pull up
I
next to her.
waited on
about
that
to-
ass.
No, it's like you're not even that invested in that person to care.
I waited on that ass, and guess what? They get that.
What happened? Go
They
ahead.
pulled up. This ain't about. This not what we talking about
They
today,
pulled
y'all.
up.
But they pulled up.
I
I
never
parked.
have I ever
This is what
did
we
this.
talking about now.
Right? No, we got to
They
talk about
pulled
dating.
up.
I sat there and I backed into the parking spot, and I'm trying to figure out what's the good spot so that I can see when they would come in and out the hotel because I knew he was with her.
Yeah.
I
This
knew
nigga
he's
looking at
because
the floor plan at a parking lot.
I knew he was with her. I finally I know y'all don't want to bring the Lord in this, but the Lord told me to park where I parked because out of this whole big old hotel, I moved about 3 times trying to make sure I either see the door
God probably was like,
or
"Yep,
see the
let me
car.
just, scoot her
Listen,
right here."
like
Cause
Karen,
this bitch crazy. She been out here for 5 hours
listen,
now.
like Karen just said, I end up parking right next
So then,
to the.
what happened?
Okay,
They
so
said
Pete,
shit. They wouldn't be quiet. They trying to hear the story.
wait, so Pete, old girl had her car one space away from mine, and he pulled up with her in the passenger side. So I had no idea where her car was. I didn't even know. I just so happened to park in the same spot that he
So what
pulled up.
happened?
So she hops out the car. We're not talking about this today, but she hops out the car, and I said, "So-and-so," because I know your name. "Oh, I'm so-and-so's friend." And she's like, "What's going on?" And I said, mind you, he don't know. My car said low. He don't know. Y'all missing so much about life right now.
Maybe
He
you
don't-
know.
He don't know, right?
I am appalled.
So I'm sitting here talking to her. She's in the trunk, and I'm like, so and so was blah blah blah, and then she's like, yeah, and I'm like, I'm so and so's friend. She's like, oh, I was like, can I talk to you for a minute? And all the while she's walking to my car, and then she turns around and she says, hey, so and so, Natalie's here. Blew his mind. The look on his face was all I wanted.
You
After
blowing
that
my
look.
mind.
After that look, I could have drove off because that's what
But
you know.
what did you do?
You don't get to have your
What
cake
did
and
you
eat it
do?
too. I just had a conversation with the girl. I was just like, "This is what it is. I know
talked
who
to her
you are."
right there in the parking lot while he was standing there. What he said?
And he was basically like, "No, you can't talk to her. Whatever you need to say in front of her, you can say in front of me." And I was like, "Nah, you don't control her. You don't control what I say either. Can you talk to me for a minute?" She was mad cool. Went over there, talked, boom, exchanged numbers, boom. She said I had no idea, boom, boom,
Exchange
boom, boom.
numbers. Y'all sister
It's a
wives
whole
now.
deeper story, but that's pretty much what happened. So yeah, I didn't. So to answer your question, it's a little like I didn't really like bust a cheater because he wasn't cheating on me technically. If y'all want to say, oh, that wasn't your man, but I'm gonna take a drink to that,
Chevy's face.
and we gonna move on.
Chevy like, baby, no, we're not gonna move on.
Because no, baby, no.
We gonna-
we not gonna jump over all
Because wait, we really got to talk about
We
this
gonna move
dating
on.
thing because I think we're getting older, and I know some
Sorry, Keisha, you don't
human
like touch.
species are getting a little desperate in the dating pool, right? But when it comes to dating, baby, we dating. You know what I'm saying? Like we are dating. Unless you literally say, "You my woman, I'm your man," all bets are. Baby, I'm going everywhere. I'm going on every brunch, date, dinner, whatever. Unless like you court me to a point where I'm just like I'm giving your energy. But my question to you was, would y'all having sex?
Mm-mm.
That's the wildest
Mind you, too, this was a wild.
That's the
This
wildest
was
part.
at least like
part. No, actually, a lot, it's all very wild. But
this was years ago. But the point is, would you say like you were like, oh, is there a commitment? Blah blah blah.
Yeah, like if y'all dating or y'all have said like we are, and you could date without any sexual.
Yeah, but
like, stuff too.
yeah,
But-
you can't be telling me one thing and telling this person another thing.
But
like,
what was he telling you though? is
even
the
if
question.
even if it's not like a solid like yo we like it was more like I ain't talking to nobody else type of thing. Like you're it, but that wasn't true. So whether you my boyfriend or not, you can't tell me this and then tell her that and then having us both like
Technically, he could do what he wanted to
He
do.
I don't play that.
It's
Yeah.
not right if he's telling you that, right?
That's
Where
what I'm
If
saying.
you're telling me I'm the only person that you're talking to, that's not right. However, y'all not together, so he can do it. The point
Technically.
is that he's lying, not that
Right.
he's cheating. Is that he's lying,
Right.
But then also, I'm never coming to another woman. This is what gets me. I'm never, and I've had this happen before.
Call the police.
How are you coming?
Call the police.
Baby, don't come
What?
to me.
This the crazy part though.
What?
Like I'm
and
so
y'all ain't
and I,
even fucked. It's like,
and it's
are
so
you crazy?
dope
How
be-
crazy could you be?
she was mad cool. It wasn't like me, you know, I would never understood why too. Like the woman will always go straight to the. I ain't come at her wrong, and I think that's where it was smooth. It wasn't like, girl, guess what? Blah blah blah.
I had
blah. It was
somebody, I
like,
had somebody come at me.
it was like,
wrong.
by the way, I
About a
just
nigga
want
that
you to
wasn't
know,
hers. It's
woman
like,
to
what?
woman, black woman to black woman, this man has been dating me and kicking it with me for this amount of time. Then she started asking questions like, have y'all been intimate? How long? I was like, I know about you the other day when we was at the movies. I know blah, 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 blah. Like, I knew everything, all these small details about her. And she never told me that he would tell me. And I'm just like, this sound weird. So I didn't
feel
come
like
at her
it's
wrong.
not-
And I think that's the okayness of going to the other woman.
I don't think it's ever okay unless that person is your friend or your family member. Because even if you're not coming at her wrong, why are you coming at me? Period. Why
Would you
coming
not
have a
want to know?
Here's the thing. That's not your responsibility.
But
You don't
why
even
would you
know
not
that
want to
girl.
know? It don't matter. So
That
because
girl
I don't know her.
She might have already known about you. She might have been like, "My nigga, we just dating. That's cool. You kicking with Natalie, okay?"
It ain't
But
my
in case
business.
you
so
don't,
for you to come there, then it
Yeah.
creates a confrontation. Even if you didn't
But it
come at her
wasn't.
in that way,
Yeah.
but it's still like, why do I need to tell her that this nigga is doing X, Y, Z?
so
what
if your
I'm gonna
dude was
do
if
is
your dude
remove
was cheating
myself
on
from the
you,
situation.
if your dude was stepping
First
out
of all,
on
he's
you,
not your man.
This is-
but
That's
if somebody was talking to was like talking to somebody else, you wouldn't want you would feel a
No.
way about the girl saying something to you.
Hell no.
Why are you coming to talk to me about anything? I'm never coming to. I had this happen. I'm never stepping in no woman's face about nothing.
So what happened when a girl approached you sideways?
We ain't gonna talk about it on this podcast. I'll just say she got swung on. But then it
Keisha
wasn't.
ain't
it
never
wasn't
been in
that.
no fight
It
in
wasn't
your life,
that.
I
It was.
thought.
It was. I'm not. I don't even want to go here with this podcast right now. But it wasn't. It wasn't on some like the boy is mine, the boy is mine, the boy is mine. It was confrontational, and it was this. And when you get to
Yeah.
doing this,
Oh,
is
yeah,
when
that's
you
a
get swung
problem.
on.
That's
That's
a
when I
problem.
can't at all. No matter what we talk, we can talk about apples
Ooh,
and
that's
oranges. If
Hey,
it's
that's
apples
fighting
and
language
oranges-
right there.
But that's why you should never step to another woman because you don't have a
You
conversation
don't
to
know
have
where
with me
my
about
level
nothing.
of violence is. One.
It ain't even about that. You don't have anything to say to me about anything. That's not your man, number one. It's not my, you know what I'm saying? So we don't have to have a conversation, even if it's on some sweet woman to woman. It's not my responsibility. It wasn't your responsibility to tell that girl nothing that was going on with him. That if for you, you could say, I'm gonna remove myself from this situation. I don't even
Oh,
have that
no.
much invested in you if we just dating. If you're
I
not
did
even
it
my
more
man,
to-
we ain't in love. I don't have that much invested in you to feel like I gotta even have a conversation with you. I could just say, oh, I'm gonna remove myself from the situation. And that's how you moving.
I just, it just always screamed tacky. I don't know. Like, it just always screamed like, why are you calling me?
What are you trying to get at? Because here's the thing, you don't care. I'm not your friend, so you don't care about me to
That's
say.
not my husband.
You don't care about me to be on some like I want to let you know so you can stop talking to him. You're either one trying to hurt my feelings
Or
your
her
feelings
his.
is hurt.
Or her
Your,
his.
your feelings is hurt now. So it's like, oh, let me try to hurt her feelings. So I'm gonna
Right,
come over
right.
here with
But I
that.
think at this day and age,
When the
this whole-
proper thing to do is just keep it moving.
Yeah.
Sis,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, that's the proper
But I
thing
think
to
at
do
this
for
day and
y'all.
age, too, like, as a woman, it's just kind of like, you know, niggas is a little shady. So unless a woman knowingly is disrespecting you and your partner or whoever the case may, yeah, then you step to her. But if it's just some the blind leading the blind, y'all don't know what's going on. I think in those cases it could be different. However, in a relationship and y'all are intimate, that's a whole different
That's a whole
ballpark.
different step
But
If
level.
we're
like
just like
this.
hanging out, baby, I don't give a shit if
I
you're
feel
talking
like-
to Mary McLean.
Right, right,
Like,
right.
I don't care.
I'm never coming to another woman unless you are my friend or my family member. Who has an obligation and responsibility to me and a loyalty to me is him. Who I have that to is him. So even if we're in a relationship and I catch you cheating, if I'm gonna have a conversation with anybody, it's gonna be you. I don't need to tell this other chick nothing. I ain't gotta
Yeah.
talk to her. I ain't gotta
The
ask her
crazy
no
part
questions.
is-
I don't need to know nothing from her. It's right here with you and I where the relationship lies. Unless it's my friend. Now, if you fucking Natalie, then I'm gonna come at Natalie because that's
Yeah.
something different because you're
Right.
my friend.
The crazy part is she hit me up after that.
When they hang up.
No.
Now
Can
y'all
you
sister
imagine?
wives.
Right.
No, it was cool. It was really different from any situation because I've never experienced that before, and it was new for me. But I was like, you know what? My emotions got the best of me, and I was like, I'm pulling up, and I pulled up, and
That's
she
so
just
funny.
hit me
That's
up.
what that person said.
She just hit me up afterwards and was just like, do you have any more information? I don't know where they are now. This was years ago, but do you have any more information and what else happened? I'm like, girl, it's all good. And it was a cool situation. I've
Here's
never
the
seen a
thing.
situation
Here's
where
the
it was
thing.
like
she's asking
on
you
some
that
cool
because
stuff.
she's still talking to him.
She's
So
still
it didn't do
talking to him.
nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
mean, I got the dope part is, I got what I wanted. I got an
Which was-
apology.
Okay.
And I got the look on his face, and those two things were good enough for me to have moved on, and I've moved on.
You are
so.
big brave boss, because baby, if we just talking, I'm not calling.
Ain't no way. Ain't no
I never
fucking
did
way.
that
Yeah.
before. I was like shaking and all this type of stuff, but that's not what we talking
I've
about
done
today.
some crazy. Yeah, it
That
is.
At this point,
Oh,
that's what
it's
we're
not.
talking about.
Well, we could talk about some crazy stuff that you
I've
about
done
to.
some crazy things. I've done some crazy things in a relationship, but I ain't never really picked up. I think more women have played with me because I'm like usually like the cool one, like okay, whatever,
Mhm,
whatever.
but then they can
More
try
women
you.
have played with me, but when they see that I'm a little spicy sunflower, they be like, oh, okay, well, now they don't meant they match. So
Well,
I really try not to get in those type of situations because
Mhm.
I don't. All that meditation and a lot of those things go out the window. And I always-
What's some crazy things you've done in a relationship? Like what's
pulled
the?
up?
So
Let's
you
leave
have
it
pulled
there.
up. What you mean? That's
But we
the
was in a
same.
relationship.
Okay, so what you did? Like how that work out? We gonna come to you too, Keisha. So
Actually,
start thinking
I'm
of
gonna tell
something.
y'all this crazy story. My ex, I was graduating from college and I was getting like my associates because I went all year round. So I was graduating from college and they threw like this party for me at my job and I worked at a bar. So this guy that I have been seeing, no boyfriend, no girlfriend, no nothing.
Relations. Heard you.
He basically, he had met me at the bar, whatever case may be, but then there was a girl sitting at the bar. Girl sitting at the table. And they had this long table for me. And it was like, Chevy, come in. Like, we about to hang out, all this other stuff. And when I seen the girl, I was like, excuse my language. I was like, this bitch got to get the fuck up. And he's like, Chef, what's wrong? I said, she has to go.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't know, this is why I don't do this no more, that I was going through his phone because I had just met him and I didn't know anything about him.
I did that
And the girl had been sending him naked pictures. Like they had been exchanging like a whole bunch of this naked stuff. So I already knew who she was when she sat down.
too. Mm-hmm.
So the next day, like it was like a whole scene. He was like, "You're so crazy. You're so crazy." I'm like, "I ain't crazy. Stop fucking playing in my face." I said, "Y'all have sex."
Mm-hmm.
And he kept saying like she just want to have fun. Her husband's in the Navy. I said, "What the fuck they got to do with you?" Like it's so many other things she could do. And the next day, he took me out to eat. He said, "Chevy." He looked at me dead in my eye. He said, "You're crazy. Something."
Damn.
He said something is really wrong with you, and I just don't know if this is gonna work. And I politely looked that man in his eye. I said, "So y'all been sexting and sending naked pictures, and you've been sending your penis, and she been sending her cootie, all this other stuff
Cootie?
Not
for the
cootie.
last
Not cootie.
for the last month." I said, "Then you sat this hoe at my table to celebrate me? What did you think
That's
was about to
wild.
happen?" He's like, "I thought we was gonna have some fun." I said, "A threesome?" How
You was
dare
like,
you?
okay.
Listen, I was like, I wasn't even in that age where that was cool for me. You know what I'm saying? To have a threesome with somebody I'm dating. But we're just dating. It was no boyfriend or girlfriend, nothing like that. But then I realized we was in a relationship when that PlayStation came to my house. And I was talking to my homeboy about it. I was like, "Yeah, his PlayStation here." He's like, "Baby, that's your man."
That
That's
nigga
like
live there
the
now.
most, like I think maybe the most craziest things I ever did was just check a girl like that. But other than that, like I was mad too. I was real mad. But that was like I'm like really mild. Like cause I don't like being spicy.
Me either. I'm chill. That's why it was new for me. I was like, I'm about to pull up. I ain't never did this before.
You
but
pulled
I'm
up
about
on
to do
a
it.
friend.
I pulled up on a friend.
She pulled
on a
up,
friend.
waited, mad she left her
But-
binoculars.
I'm
You
mad
pulled
I
up
left
on
my
a friend.
binoculars.
That's the part. That's the.
I have binoculars too, like nature binoculars that I can like look at animals and shit. I left them at the crib. I was so mad. I was on the 405 like, damn, I need these binoculars.
I
All
think
right,
dating
Keisha.
is so fun though.
Hold up. Don't
Keisha,
let
what's
Keisha slide.
I would say, my crazy thing was, I think very sweet.
Sweet and what?
No, I
Sour
think very
Patch?
sweet, but it could be taken that way. This is the part. The part is that it didn't work out as planned. So basically, I was in a relationship. We broke up, and it was no like hard feelings. Nobody cheated on nobody. Wasn't nothing bad. Whatever. It was just like timing or not even timing, just like communication and things not working. Whatever.
Mhm.
But we were, the person was out of town, and when we broke up, I was just kind of like, okay. And then afterwards, I got off the phone and was like, no, Keisha, it's not okay, right? Like, I kind of was just like, all right. And then it was like, no, it's not. And I started thinking of like, what this person mean to me, what this relationship mean to me, right? And so I'm like, I'm going to fight for this relationship, right? I'm going to fight for this relationship. So I booked a flight.
Oh shit.
I booked a flight.
Oh shit.
And they were leaving from where they were at and going back home to their mom's house. So I booked a flight and went to the mom's house, right?
Baby.
But the nigga missed his flight and wasn't even there, right? So the mama is excited. The mama love me. The mama like, hey, like, you know, we kicking it. She's like, I'm about to FaceTime him right now. Like, I'm like, hold on, wait. Like,
Baby, we broke up.
Let me send a text and let him know because like he might be on some like, is she here to hurt my mama type stuff or whatever, which I'm like, you can't possibly think that. So then I
That's
FaceTime
wild.
like, hey, he kind of looking at the background. I'm like, pan over to the mama like, eh. So I go outside and I just like break out crying like, it didn't go how I thought. I was coming here to talk to you and you're not even
No, she
here.
started crying.
You're not even here. Like, you missed your flight. So when she was like, he missed his flight, I was like, oh, what time he get in? Because it was like 11 in the morning. So I actually came during the time that I knew his mom would be at work. But she was like, oh, I called off today. Like, I'm calling in sick. It was like Thursday, Friday, right? So I didn't expect his mom to be there. I was like, I'm going to fly in. We're going to talk. I'm going to fly back out at like 4 o'clock the afternoon. So she's like, oh, he missed his flight. I was like, oh, what time he get in today? She was like, oh, no, he don't get here till tomorrow. I was like, oh, this was like
Wait,
a
wait.
romantic
Romance
comedy,
going
right?
wrong.
Wait,
Right.
hold up. We got a lot to unpack here.
So-
y'all talking about me? Y'all talking about
I didn't
me?
pull up on
Baby,
nobody.
You
These are
got no.
relationships.
You got on. It don't matter. You got on an airplane
Yes.
to pull up.
Not
And
here's
not
the
tell a
difference. It's
person-
not pull up. When you say pull up, that's like on some
No,
beat,
no. Let
on
me
some
tell y'all what
drama.
pull up means.
I'm
No,
not
no, no.
coming
Pull
on
up
no
to me
drama.
means
I
pulling
pull
up with
up.
no notice.
I
That's
think-
what pull up means.
But I think
I
pull
pull
up
up.
means it's an issue. I'd look at pull up as an issue.
No, I
Are
just
we
mean you
saying
showed up
it?
unexpectedly.
Are we saying it like it's an issue though? Are we saying like
I
I'm
know,
pulling
pull
up?
up.
No, pulling
issue.
up is just showing up unexpectedly. In my definition, I don't know how
Yeah.
y'all describe it.
Pulling up is
You
commi-
could that could be either a
different
thin
things.
line between I'm fighting and I'm in love, or it could be crazy. I don't.
But
Why
see,
you
the thing is
define it
that
as crazy?
I know the person well enough and I know the relationship well enough where I was like, he's not gonna look at it like, oh my gosh, she's crazy.
But
you know what I'm
think
saying?
it is? Because this is the example you
No,
giving
I'm
us.
saying because it's still like a risk. It's still something risky you did, or it's still something like you was like, what's a crazy thing you did with a dude or whatever.
And it's flying
And it
to
just
their
ended
state.
up not panning out because he wasn't there. So I ended up spending the whole day with his mom, which was like,
Was that
it
awkward?
no,
That
I love
was
his
so
mom. His mom
awkward.
loves me. It was like, baby, let's change the drapes. We went to go eat. We watched the
Aw.
game. We kicked
That's
it.
so
We,
cute.
How
You
did
know what I
it?
mean?
How
Like,
did it
that
end
all
out
that.
in the relationship though? Like, how did the person react to you?
He wasn't
doing
upset. The only thing was that he was like, "Did you take a COVID test? Like, was it, you know, the care and concern of like you got
He
on a
liked
plane,
it.
whatever?"
He
And I was
liked
like,
it
"Oh no, I
was-
did. I wouldn't do that before, you know, because I know how it is, whatever."
Yeah.
But it was like he understood and he knows. Like, I know she ain't. It wasn't. If we broke up on some drama, like if we broke up because you cheated, and then I'm gonna come to your mama crib, then it's like, oh, you come in with some bullshit. This is more like let's talk in person because the thing was
Yeah.
the issue was that I wasn't gonna see him in person. He wasn't gonna be back in town for
Right.
like a month and a half.
I'll pop
So
up
it
on
was
somebody.
like.
Keisha flew for love.
I
I
saw
used,
in
to, I used to
person.
leave like letters on cars, like little cute stuff like that. Like, don't be mad. Like,
Yeah,
little
but no,
stuff
it
like
wasn't.
that,
It
but-
wasn't awesome. No, it wasn't mad. Like obviously,
It worked out.
So
It worked out at the end, like in the moment.
yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't nothing like
But I
that.
think dating,
But
though,
that
I
was
think,
probably like
The
that was
craziest.
risky.
You ain't ever like went upside a dude head.
No.
girl,
Have you?
no.
I know you have. I know you done fought some dudes. I know you have. Chevy, you lying.
If it
You
gets to a
saying
point where I feel like I gotta be violent, I'm gonna exit stage left.
Yeah.
not
I
like
fought a dude.
physically fought, but I know you know, pushed or something.
No.
I know you have.
Yeah.
You haven't, but
I
you
hit,
have
I
for
hit
sure.
a guy in the head with a bottle for sure.
Huh?
I don't.
I hit a
I
guy in
wasn't
the
even
head
arguing
about
that
it.
way.
I wasn't even. I wasn't even. I wasn't
And
even
I
thinking
don't
that.
condone violence, but I also don't condone disrespect either.
Right.
So it's a real thin
But
line.
I can't even see. I can't. What I said. I said that to say, Keisha, I don't see you turning up on a dude. Not
No, that's
physi-
not-
not
that's not
even
my
physically,
thing.
but just like even if it's.
That's not me in general. That's not how
Yeah.
I express myself. That's not how. Even in an argument, I'm not like the "fuck you, nigga." Da, da, da.
Right,
Like,
I don't
that's
see
not.
that.
That's just not how I express myself. And then
I don't
like,
see that
if
either.
I gotta be doing all this, like getting physical with you, like we need to. end
Keisha's
this.
more of the
Yeah.
good.
We
Let's go.
can't-
I'm gonna go for a walk. I'm gonna.
No, we can talk, and I
debrief.
mean, I get upset or I have I have an attitude or whatever the case may be, but I don't express it in a way of in a violent or
Yeah.
even like a that kind of an energy. That's not
Yeah.
how I.
Why
I
you
don't
looking
even
at?
like
Why you
seeing
looking at
upset.
my hair?
because I like it.
Oh, okay.
I don't even.
I just saw you staring. I was like,
Like,
the-
what? What
I
just
like it.
happened?
Shout out to Karen. She did my hair.
I don't even like to get in those situations because the
Yeah.
minute I have to talk to you like you a stranger, like I don't have any love for you or I
Yeah.
never respect you, baby,
That's
it's
a wrap.
exit left.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a, especially if I call you out your name. If I call you MF,
Yeah.
it's a wrap. But I don't even like to get like that because my sarcasm goes to 100 to the point like you would be like you would think I just never cared. Like so I just don't like to be spicy. Spicy's not good.
Spicy.
I don't like being
Yeah,
spicy.
because I feel like even underneath that, I mean, again, unless it's something I ain't never had like nothing just wildly disrespectful. It's like whatever I'm mad about or whatever we're not seeing eye to eye on, I still love you. So it's not. I'm not gonna come at you on some like just wild. You know,
I came at a dude disrespectful before, even if I love you. Like sometimes emotions get the best of you, so I'm definitely
It
gonna
does.
say some stuff that hurts you, and later I might, come back and apologize. That's what it's about. A, controlling your emotions in the moment, and B, if you cannot, being able to go back and be like, I was wrong, I'm sorry, because I definitely done said some disrespectful stuff. I've never been physically, violent
Like
or something to a
disrespectful
dude.
you said.
I
That's why
attacked
your
his.
mama bald head.
No, I
What you
attacked
say?
his. I attacked his character. I called him gay or something like that. And I was just like, yo, gay. I mean, we being real. This was years ago, many, many years ago, 10 years ago. I was just like, get your gay ass. Just thinking that's when we said
That's
say
how you
that to
said it?
insult
That's how you
people.
said it.
Why don't you go hang out with your? Why don't you go hang out with your homeboy?
with me if you think I'm
Because
gay?
I just did that because it was just a shot to the ego, and he was spending a lot of time with his homeboy. Like that was cool, but it'd be times where I'd be like, "Hey, can we hang out?" And he'd be like, "I'm playing the video game with so and so," and I'm like, "Oh, why don't you go hang out with him then and play video games with your gay?" Something like that. And I said was hurtful. I think that's probably the most hurtful thing I said is just attacking his manhood when it really wasn't that. And I apologize later, and that's what it's all about. I said like 3 people. I don't know.
Before we get into tea time, I love this conversation because it really shows a different light on you. Natalie, I didn't
Thank
know you
you.
was a
Natalie
pull-up
put
girl.
up with the binoculars.
I'm a
like,
pull up.
waiting.
I'm a
How
pull
long did
up.
you sit out
But
there for?
Baby, hours.
They must
I
have
told
called the police on you.
myself
Hours.
that when the sun goes down, I'm gonna go home.
Do this for hours.
Look, y'all.
Sit and wait for you for
and
hours.
did. I wanted to.
No, I
go
said I
ahead.
was going. I told my homegirl Karen, I was like, I'm gonna sit out here till it gets dark because I won't be able to see no more.
Oh, baby, go ahead.
This nigga can't even see without her glasses when she's
So,
trying to pull up on somebody.
as soon as it get dark, I'm dipping. It just so happened that he pulled right past me and then start taking stuff out the trunk, his trunk, and she went to her trunk, and I was like, "This is perfect." And so at least it was about
How long have y'all been dating?
It was about 3 hours. I waited.
How long?
How long have y'all been dating?
This podcast is not about me.
No,
right
baby, you
now.
gotta let us know now.
They
Everybody
been on 2 dates.
No, it
if
don't
she
matter.
done
We
came
gotta
up.
do tea time, y'all. We gotta
How
do tea
long
time.
have y'all
What's
been
up?
dating?
2 months.
I
2
want to
months.
say, but I will answer. But keep in mind, you said earlier you was like, it don't. If he telling you something and you think that's true, but he lying, that's where it was. It wasn't like, oh, this is not your man. It was like you telling me this is it. Like we only talking to each other.
No,
But
baby,
then
you
I
just
find out
dated
you
Jafar.
not.
If you pull
You
up
get
for
what I'm saying?
lying, what you pull up for if he was actually? How long had y'all
I
been
don't
dating?
play those games. I really don't. I don't
How long was
tolerate
y'all-
it.
How long was y'all dating?
And I'm not going back to you like, oh, girl, in the letter that one
Y'all
day.
was dating for 2 months.
No, we met. It was like, so this
Nigga,
happened.
answer the
How is
question.
it?
I'm
What
trying
is
to
it?
add it up. I'm trying to do the months. We need to
We
wait
got 6
anyway.
minutes.
So we met in the summer months. I want to say we met in like a June or something.
And when this happened?
This happened like
4th of July.
Y'all, Natalie's been pulling up on people she's talking to, thinking they cheating on her. We gotta talk about
it's
this.
not cheating, y'all. I know y'all feel me out there. It
No.
wasn't.
Natalie, like I pull up for less.
I'm saying it was like February or something like that. So
You
it
met
was
in
like,
Wait. So you was talking to this man from June to February and you wasn't his girl?
nah.
Baby,
That's what
your
the issue
We
fault.
were
lies. That's where
committed.
the issue
No,
lies.
see, y'all don't see. This is what's the difference between y'all two and me.
What?
That's where the issue
Let me tell
is.
y'all.
The time that you wasted?
Listen,
You put up with him in the cold. You sat out in
Listen.
the. You had your heat run on. Your car was running.
we was in LA, so it wasn't even cold.
I'm proud of you
outside.
for taking this initiative.
But I'm gonna
to
pull up, and that's like the one
So
time
wait,
I had
wait,
to
let's
do
go
But
that.
call
back
us
to-
next time you want to pull up on a
No,
friend.
I called who I needed to call, and I pulled up, and
You
that
were
was
talking.
that.
You were dating this man for 8 months.
And that wasn't
Yeah,
your
so
man?
it was like June.
Y'all wasn't intimate?
Mm-mm.
And y'all didn't have.
Let me-
that's
let
why
me-
he
let
ain't
me
get no
tell
title. That's
y'all,
why he
wait.
ain't get no title. For them
When we
8
get
months.
off air,
He
I'm
ain't
gonna
getting
tell
that
y'all.
coup de cat. He
When
was
we-
like, baby, you a friend.
Hold up. When we get off air, I'm gonna tell y'all
Let's get into the tea
Dang, I
time
wanna
thing,
say it
'cause,
so
baby,
bad, but-
I want to know more.
That's a long time.
That's a long time. Actually, I did that before.
Listen,
I was
it's
snapping
no
cakes.
time limit. When you feel it, you feel it. If it's February, June to February, it's no time limit. You don't gotta. What you mean? I ain't gotta.
Hey, you have a time limit with me. I just
That's
wanna
what I'm
let
saying. We
everybody know.
commit, but we commit. It's like a commitment, but it's no title.
Y'all
That's
not
what I'm
committed
saying.
then.
But
Committed to
that's what
what?
I'm saying. It's like we only exploring this with each other.
Then y'all in a relationship.
You feel me? Like, but nah. Well, look, this a whole nother podcast right here. I took the drink.
Natalie
I answered the
pulled
question.
up, boy.
And that's
I
it.
was not expecting that.
Not to keep refresh, though.
Yeah, there's nothing there.
What's happening?
Chevy on Instagram looking at reels.
Nothing. No, I was trying to get off live.
All right, it's time
Yeah.
for the tea time, y'all. So if you're just not tuning in, tea time is where you guys write in with your questions. If you need some advice, if you're in a sticky situation, if you're about to go pull up on somebody, or if you just have a crazy story you want to share, you can email us at somebody's auntie, AUNTEA @gmail.com, and we will anonymously address it on the podcast. Ooh, child.
Ooh-wee.
All
Let me
right,
read
so
that
this
one.
is
That
one
was
of
a long
our
one.
nephews. Shout out to our nephew. He says, not too long ago, I went out for a good friend's engagement party, and there was this woman who came in who I couldn't take my eyes off of. She reminded me of Kelly Rowland, and anyone who knows me knows how I feel about that chocolate drop. Okay.
Okay, chocolate
I
drop.
could see that she was interested in me too, and I struck up a conversation. We talked for half the night and made out with each other for the other half. What are we, in high school? I told her I lived a different kind of lifestyle before the making out and that we probably wouldn't see each other again, so don't get attached. But I needed to be clear before anything else happened. Went home, had a very hard conversation with myself in which lots of stuff came up, but ultimately I decided to smash the next day. Did that, and a few days later I thought it was over, but she texted, then she called, then she texted again, and I couldn't bring myself to answer or respond to the text messages or calls because that was it for me. One and done. Was I not clear? This you? They talking about? She pulled up. Flash forward, it's 3 months later, and she's calling and texting again to see what's good. I still have not responded or answered, and nothing good over here, because that was a one and done situation for me. Do you think I owe her the respect to at least answer a text back? Is that rude to not respond? But wouldn't it be funny if she wasn't even calling me about seeing me again? Maybe I'm trying to protect my feelings. What do y'all think?
So he ghosted her?
Nephew, basically.
I'm gonna be honest. I missed like 5 seconds of that because
Basically, he met a chick at a party. He told her up front, like, how he get down. It ain't about to be nothing.
it was
They
like
was-
hit or quit.
Yeah, they were like making out at the party, and then the next day they linked up, or 2 days later they linked up, and he smashed. But he was upfront with her about it, and then she kept hitting him. He stopped talking, she stopped, and then now it's like a month or 2 months later, and she's back to hitting him
So
up.
he
3
wants
months later.
to know if he should respond to her text messages.
I say no.
No, I mean, I think the decency in me and wanting him to respond and to be like, yes, just because I used to be the queen of ghosting, and that's
I'm
not
the
cool.
queen of
And as I get older, it's like, nah, that's not cool to do. We too old for that. Like, if you're not interested, say that and then be done. But for me to just for him to keep seeing her calls, a decent human being would just tell her what it is again, or respond to her and just be like, this is not it. You don't know what she hitting you up for. I think it's not gentlemanlike at all to just kind of keep ignoring her. Granted, that's what ghosting is, to not respond. And you said he told her what it is from the beginning. She probably was hooked. She probably was left her purse. So you don't know.
was
Just
big
respond.
down.
A decent human being would be like, yo, boom, boom, boom. Like, this is what it is.
I think I'm not at all a fan of ghosting, but I think that ghosting is only ghosting when there's a certain amount of relationship or between the two of y'all. Like, if I give you my number and you hit me, I don't think that's ghosting. I don't think that I wouldn't do that because I wouldn't give you my number if I'm not going to answer. But I'm just saying, I think that you owe an explanation to somebody that you've actually been dealing with. I think it's a coward thing to ghost somebody you've actually been dealing with. He told her what it was from jump.
I think she needed to read the room.
And she decided to still get smashed, and now she's
Yep.
calling. And then the thing is, 3 months later, she's back to calling. So to me,
she
that's a red
pregnant?
flag. But if she's calling and texting. So if you left your purse, you gonna say, I left my purse, I need to get my purse. 3 months later, you're back to texting and calling. To me, that's like red flag. Might be a little.
Or is she pregnant?
Well, say that. If you're pregnant, if you're texting, like, what is she saying in the text? Say, I'm
Yeah,
pregnant in
that's
the
what I
text.
want
You
to
know
know
what I mean?
too. Like, what is
So
she
for
texting?
you to be coming, I ain't responded to you in all this time, and now 3 months later you still hitting me. I'm like, yo, this person is on something. I'm good. I really don't want to talk to you, because then you're gonna get attached. If you get attached just from me hitting you one night, and I told you I wasn't looking for nothing, and I wasn't gonna talk to you again, and I'm one and done. If I answer your calls and start talking to you, you're gonna absolutely be attached.
Unless he was honest and also telling her what she want to hear to get her.
No, he said he told her. He said, I told her I live a different kind of lifestyle before making out, and we probably wouldn't see each other again, so don't get attached.
So
Sir.
he's the coward. You said something about being a coward.
I think ghosting is cowardly when it's somebody that you actually have, like, you've been dating, you've been kicking it with, dealing with. I don't think
Yeah.
ghosting, if hit a person one time, you told them what it was, or y'all talked once, or so I don't think you necessarily owe an explanation to somebody you gave your number to in a grocery store and you ain't really.
He
built
must have
nothing
gave
with
her
this
that
person.
Mike Larry. He gave her some Mike.
What you think?
Larry.
You think it's-
I say block her.
I think that you should. She's
Man, if he
grown,
don't text
and I
her-
think that she should read the room. I think she should read his energy. Like you
'Cause
can't.
why I'm still hitting somebody 3 months later?
But also too, I don't be trusting a man. And it's very rare that a man say just things like that. But they might say, I don't want to be in a relationship. But they'll keep smashing. But they might not just say.
But then also, why are you constantly calling and texting somebody who has not responded to you?
because
Yeah,
maybe she
weird.
thinks that's applying pressure.
At
or
what point do you
chasing.
say, but
Let
again,
it go.
But again, if it's not, I think when you have history with a person, there's different things that can ride. If I got history with you, I can maybe call you multiple times, right? You somebody who I just smashed one time, I don't even know your
He
last
smashed
name.
her one time.
I don't know.
Who
And
is
there
this,
was probably-
nephew?
Nephew.
It was probably more than
Nah,
once.
you smashed her a few times. Unless that Mike Larry that good, I ain't calling no more.
I mean, it just sucks for the woman to be in that position and be
Baby,
calling.
no, it
and-
don't.
No, because you made a choice. You
I can only
decided-
imagine-
You decided to sleep with somebody that you met at a party. the day
That has
before.
not happened to me. Has that happened to you?
No, because I
Has
don't
that
sleep
happened
with
to you,
random
Chevy?
people.
What?
Has that happened to you where you got ghosted like this? It has not happened to me,
Baby,
but I
I
can't.
tried to go somebody and somebody gave him my number.
Oh, she talked about that.
Oh,
last
yeah.
time.
I've never
I couldn't
like
imagine.
yeah.
I kind of feel bad for the girl because, but you're
I
right.
don't
You
feel bad
read
for
the
her.
room and you know what you're getting into.
Yeah, you knew what you was getting into. Now, if it was a whole situation with this dude, you met him, y'all exchanged numbers, y'all went out, he wined and dined you kicking you at his house, all the things, and then he disappeared, you can be like, what's going on? Y'all fucked.
Yeah,
You got
baby.
fucked. You
And
decided
maybe
to
your
fuck.
cooch
Unless it
wasn't
was that too.
cooching.
Unless it was those things.
Maybe her cooch wasn't cooching.
Maybe her cooch
Her
wasn't
cooch
cooching.
wasn't
Maybe it was those
coochie.
things too. Maybe he
seriously.
did do that before
But
he
he,
smashed.
I mean, he didn't say, he said the next day.
Her cooch wasn't cooching.
So, I don't think that, I mean, I think anybody that's going to keep calling you months later and they don't have no type of history with you, no type of connection to you like that, that's a problem.
So
I wouldn't
nephew,
answer.
if the girl is listening, she need to detox that coochie. Okay, detox the
need to
coochie
do a
hoochie.
womb
She
cleanse.
need to do a womb cleanse because now
gosh.
at this point, like you are,
Keisha.
yeah, baby, no. Keisha got this chicken over here with
I
little
say,
ants.
I would say blocker. I'd say be a little bit more mindful of the next girl you bang at the club.
or just tell her coochie not coochie.
So Keisha say blocker. What you say, Chevy?
her coochie not coochie. Just tell them. Like if it's her coochie whack, just tell her.
If a dude texts me and say,
Your
yo,
coochie whack.
If a dude text
no,
and say
yo,
your coochie,
coochie
whack,
not coochieing.
what would you say?
That's funny.
I don't even know how to respond to it. I don't even know how to take that. Like, damn.
You probably be like, what you mean?
Your coochie not
I-
coochie.
Your
don't
coochie
even
not
know.
coochie.
Yeah, that's my advice, nephew.
Nephew, that's Keisha advice. You say your coochie not coochieing.
Yeah, baby, tell her.
Just
Tell her coochie wasn't coochie.
don't passive aggressively block her. Just be like, yo,
He ain't gotta do nothing.
it's not working though. So he has to say something.
Block
Oh, yeah,
the
he
number.
got-
You
He
can block
has
it on
to
your
say
phone.
something because she keep texting and calling. So be like,
That's why I said
you know,
block
whatever.
her number on your
Yeah.
phone, and then it can't come through.
That's even that. Now that hurts when
That's
somebody
awful.
block you.
Yeah, she
No,
probably
nephew,
gon-
tell her that
just
you.
tell her.
Yeah,
just be
tell
like,
her.
I'm
Yeah.
good. Like, you know, I hope you're doing well. I'm in a relationship. Whatever it is. But to see them messages every day, like that's weird to me. Like you a grown ass, like respond.
And
You
want
a
nobody to
grown
hurt
ass woman.
themselves.
Why are you
Yeah.
She ain't her
constantly
too,
texting
but
a man?
she you right, but she ain't write us. He wrote us. So like, message her back. Like what?
I say block her, get a PPO, and
Terrible.
watch your back.
And you obviously feel a way about it to have the question.
He need
Like,
to
you
detox
might
that-
be feeling like,
That stick. too.
should you?
Mm,
He needs to detox that
I
stick.
can't.
He need to detox.
All
that
right,
stick.
y'all. That is our episode. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Send us your emails. Follow us on Instagram. Somebody's _auntie. At
Peace on us.
just on Instagram.
We love you guys.
All right, y'all. We love
Bye.
y'all. Later.
Oh, I probably should've